The starch that I'm going to be doing with the sable fish, with the black cod, is a potato risotto. Now that might sound a little funny, potato and risotto, but it's a little modern twist on the normal risotto. Instead of using arborio rice, which is a short rice, classic Italian method, I use diced potatoes. Now these are Yukon Gold potatoes, grown here in the Holland Marsh, I'm pretty sure. And what we do, we cook those in the style of risotto, as we would arborio rice with a normal risotto. So what I do with that, I'll just take you through the steps here. A little bit of olive oil and butter. We start off in the pan. So olive oil, bit of butter. And what we want to do, we want to sweat some onions. These are just regular white onions that I have fine minced. You don't want to have an overpowering flavor. Just sweat those out a little bit. Get them a little translucent. A little more butter never hurt. Butter does make it better. And then what I do, put my potato in there. This would be the same, at the exact same phase as I'd be adding the rice. I just gonna toast them a little bit. Just build the complexity of the flavor there. And a good time to start seasoning as well. Salt and black pepper. You really want to get that in there as soon as possible. And then now that the potato's toasted a little bit, I'll just deglaze it with a little bit of Pinot Grigio. And the Pinot Grigio is fantastic for this because it is a little bit less dry than a heavier white wine, and that really works with the natural sweetness in the potato. So we bring that down, deglaze, and then what I do, I don't have a ladle. Now what you can do, you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock or fish stock, but what I like to do, I like to just use water to cook the potato down. That way the potato speaks for itself, and then the risotto itself is versatile as well. You can use it in other applications, because if you use a fish stock, you're pretty much committed for fish. It wouldn't be really cool to serve that with chicken or a lovely piece of veal or something. So normally we cook this down, the potatoes. Ideally, the way that you would do it is you wouldn't stop stirring it for the entire cooking process. And what that does is it breaks down the outsides of the potato a little bit, makes the dish creamy without the addition of cream. Let that go 4 or 5 minutes or so. And the last little bit of cooking here, I like to put a little bit of fresh herb in there. So thyme is very conducive for the potato. A little bit of fresh thyme. Just a wee bit. You don't want to use dried herbs. I think that makes a big difference in cooking. Fresh whenever possible. Keep that going. Potatoes are nearly there. So what I like to do, just to assist in the creaminess of it here, I bring it off the heat now. I add a bit more butter and Parmigiano. It's grated Italian Parmesan. We just kind of work it off the heat and let the residual heat of the pan melt the cheese and butter, and you end up with a creamy, velvety, beautiful, delicious risotto. Now our fish is done cooking, we're ready to go to the plate. Bring our fish out, put a little bit of pini in there, get warm. And what we do, take our plate. It's one of our fun ovals here. Start off with our potato risotto. A little bit of that down on the bottom. You can see the cheese in there. Looks fantastic. A little bit of rapini here. Just simply done with some olive oil, a little bit of garlic. Our fish right on top of that. And then just freshen the dish a little, balance of flavors there. I have a eggplant relish here, and just some roasted eggplant, a couple capers, a little bit of olive oil. That goes on top. And then a little bit of garnish. And I have some beautiful sunshine oil. Infuse some oil just for color. There we go. Our seared black cod on a potato risotto, garlic rapini with eggplant relish. Buon appetito.